Okay, so it seems like recently there's been a little bit of a funny situation going on in terms of Gigi Murin, and essentially, she has done a stream which has kind of blown up recently, due to the fact of, not wanting to do a different kind of stream. Now, if you don't know, she's a big member of hololive, very, very popular. And, it seems like recently she went live saying, how loud can Gigi Murin bark? Now, of course, originally this was supposed to be a gameplay thing that she was supposed to be doing in terms of a game over on Steam, which has been quite positive and quite, popular, that's what I meant to say, in terms of Bow Wow Battle. I'm pretty sure this is the game that she was supposed to play, but apparently it contains some AI-generated stuff, which obviously she personally did not want to cover, which I think is fair enough. Obviously you're entitled to your own opinion about that, and if you don't want to play a game about that, that's totally okay. Now, of course, this was then found out. Again, I'm pretty sure it's this game. As a lot of people have been very vague about it, and this is the only one that I could find that's similar to this, but I think it is a game at least very, very similar to this, where essentially you need to bark louder than a dog within a game, which obviously is quite funny. Now, essentially what happened though is Gigi went live for 40 minutes called How Loud Can Gigi Murin Bark? And of course a lot of people have been kind of talking about this, saying Gigi choosing not to play the Gen AI game instead of cancelling stream, so she straight up just barked for 30 minutes. That's my Oshi, I'll ride into battle for her. So instead of being like, oh damn, that sucks, I didn't realize this game was full of this, she just went, actually, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna bark on stream for the next 30 minutes. And she did that. She actually did that. This is real, and this actually happened. And obviously people saying, I'm a bit out of the loop, what is the Gen AI game? They said it's the one going around where you have to bark louder than the dog thing. That game having Gen AI's crazy levels of laziness, what the hell? Yeah, they literally could have drawn 2 PNGs of some dogs and called it a day. Still would have worked. But they choose to do it this instead. Whatever, I'm fine with not seeing any streams about it in the future, right? And of course, you can see here, this is one of the clips that has been going so viral lately, because it is just crazy, right? So, yeah, it was pretty much 40 minutes of that. Well, not 40 minutes, maybe a little bit less than 40 minutes, because of course, that was the end. Oh my god, here we go. Yeah, so essentially what kind of happened was I think she started just like kind of regularly barking on the stream, just trying things out. And then she started like getting songs up and doing karaoke, but instead of like actually singing the lyrics, she just started barking, which I thought was crazy. And of course, this has been a pretty successful stream, to be fair. And if anything, I think, it's actually kind of smart, right? It's kind of smart because it's now, instead of, cancelling stream, not having any stream, she's instead actually created a moment for, fans to share, and a moment that has actually gotten really popular on social media, which honestly, I think is actually smarter, right? Because of course, her playing the original game, it might have gotten a few clips and things like that, maybe. But I think her literally just deciding to go on stream for about half an hour and just start barking, I think it's just smart. Right, it might sound stupid. It might sound stupid because I'm saying it's smart to just go on stream and start barking. But of course, it's something so weird that nobody would really do. That like it kind of works, right? It kind of works because now, of course, as we said, a lot of people had tuned into this stream. This is the whole stream. This is the whole stream, bro. And you can see, like, people were still gifting, people were still going crazy in the chat. And then, of course, as well, yeah, you had posts like this where people were reposting clips from this stream, which ended up probably being more successful than the stream that was originally planned for the game that was on Steam, right? Saying, I'm noticing a pattern in the VTubers you enjoy. Said, what might that be, huh? Then played the video at 2 times speed and immediately regretted my decision. Feel so bad for... Wait, we try that? I mean, it's probably going to sound horrible. 2 times. I mean, it's crazy. It's He blew up in the first place. A lot of people say that game is AI generated, bro. What is so simple, bro? Could have just commissioned like 5 JPEGs, which again, yeah, I get it, right? It's one of these things though, where this isn't exactly the most high effort game, right? It's not exactly the most high effort, quality thing. It probably took them like a day or two to make. So I don't think like commissioning art and things was exactly at the top of their kind of, what do you call it? It wasn't at the top of their mind, right? Because again, sure, if you were wanting to create like a masterpiece that maybe you wanted to perfect and whatever and use everything correctly, then maybe you would commission a piece of artwork. But I think this is like one of these just kind of slop games that they just kind of threw out there. And obviously with slop games, you want to put as little time and as little resources into it. And I think obviously one of those little time and little resources was using AI just to create the dogs, right? And again, as you can see, it's not exactly, this isn't like Clair Obscur, right? This isn't like crazy, graphics or anything like that. It's just such a simple game where apparently you got to bark louder than a dog, which I think is, yeah, pretty insane. Of course, it's in early access, apparently, and apparently some people have also played it, saying, I was streaming this game and matched against a Japanese dude who kept beating me, kept beating my ass, howling like a mad dog. Found out he was also a streamer and gave him a follow. Then he followed me back. We communicated through barks. Honestly, great game. Way more fun than I could have imagined. So again, I think this game is more so popular in Japan, if I remember correctly. Oh, they've also got like AI generated achievements as well. That's kind of crazy. What the hell? So again, it seems like this was just kind of thrown out there. It's got 104 reviews. It doesn't really say how many downloads, but again, it's £5 or about $5 for Americans, right? And it's made by Mr. Katsu, who is like, yeah, never made any other game apart from this one, right? And same with the publisher, yeah, literally made one game, slopped it out, and again, I think that is essentially going to be it, right? I don't think this was necessarily, as I said, one of these big, passion projects that he made, that he'd worked on for so long, that he hired all the top artists for, and whatever. It was a slop game, so he was just like, great, I'll just AI generate all of this, which of course, yeah, I mean, you can dislike that, of course. And of course, I think it's understandable that Gigi wouldn't cover this because, her fans wouldn't be happy with that. And of course, it just wouldn't look very good. But instead, she ended up doing something even better, as I said, and ended up just barking on stream for 30 minutes. And as I said, it ended up working out way better, probably way better than it would have been playing the actual game itself. And yeah, seems like it's going pretty viral at the moment, which I think is insane. I mean, let's have a look. Is there any other comments down here saying this is an idol, everyone? Saying the tiny ass dog behind needs a fence when everyone's walking by. 538 for Gigi Murin. Saying Kurane and fuwamoco have been real silent. Glad she decided not to play that AI slop. So again, a lot of people have been supporting her on this, which I think is great. Right, but yeah, I mean, that is essentially all there is for this situation. I just thought it was kind of funny, so I thought I'd just quickly share it with you guys. But if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to Game Subs, use my code Kaza, get 10% off. Again, they've got a ton of really cool stuff over there. Definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. So, see ya.